What is up, guys? We are playing the last game of Izzet Midrange. I can technically play every spell in my hand. I can lead off with Chain Lightning in the island, Kiln Fiend. Against an unknown opponent, I think this is fine. We have something to kill this creature, and we can draw 2 cards if we are ahead or nothing is really happening. So, we will try this. Start off with a Guild Gate and pass the turn. My opponent might be playing Delver. This could be interesting. This matchup is interesting. That's all I can really say. If it is Delver. Like, Delver with Daze. Probably one of the best things you could be doing in Pauper. So yeah, it looks like we're definitely playing against maybe a Delver deck. I mean, the only other decks that play basic islands would be like this Midrange deck. You can play Mono Blue Tricks, that's always an option. Could be Mono Blue Tron. I mean, it could be a number of things. I think I'm going to run the Nivik Cyclops out because he's representing Counterspell, and I would much rather run my Cyclops into a Counterspell versus my only draw spell. Which is weird, I know. Bear with me though. And that resolved. Okay, so this could be a very short game. Oh, actually, no, he has a bounce spells too, or he could. I'm gonna go ahead and run out the Seagate Oracle, try to look for another land. If it gets countered, that's fine as well. Yeah, okay, so we could very well be playing against a blue-black based control, a mono-blue control. I mean, it's really hard to tell. But it does look like we're playing against Delver. Always yield. The nice thing about this is I still get my triggers, so okay. It's still fine. I mean, you can jump block, or you can take 8, and then next turn he can take another 8. If it flips and I don't kill it, I do have to only attack with the one creature. Interesting. Ninja. Not surprised by that. I draw untapped red source, I win this game really easily. because he can still represent Delver with Counterspell. Okay, so that should be game. He could Spell Stutter Sprite. That would be pretty good. That would make it towards not game. Okay. Okay. And Counterspell. I'll Lightning Bolt the Ninja. The opponent doesn't only have one card in hand. It could be Treasure Cruise, which would be really good for him. This is definitely the power of the Delver deck at its finest. I don't think he's playing Daze though, because Exclude is not a spell that you usually see in the Delver lists. He could cruise land drop and like play Spire Golems and just really get me good. I'll gain a life. Value is what I'm talking about. Value Town. Better watch out. I'm on that value train. Okay, discard a card. I'll discard Kiln Fiend. Not sure why he waited for that to go on the stack. Not sure why I didn't do that during like my upkeep. Then I'll play Magnific Cyclops. Next turn I will try to resolve Mole Drifter. And I will call that good. Hard casting some ninjas. Treasure Cruise is a pretty hot draw, not gonna lie. If he attacks, I'll probably double block. I think I Lightning Bolt his creature and then draw 3 cards, because he would have to protect his creature. I don't see a situation where he doesn't protect his creature this turn, if he has a counterspell. And if he counters this, that's fine. Alright, so that was enough. So yeah, post board this gets a lot better because we get the Pyroblasts. I have tried siding in Stagger Shocks, and it didn't work out too well. Prefer to keep it nice and cheap. Yeah, I'll cut the Seeded Oracles. Yeah, it should be fine. So yeah, without Daze, this matchup is a lot better. With Daze, this matchup is terrible. I'll mulligan this. I will reluctantly keep this hand. Oh, can't play land yet. That's not bad. I've been meaning to try that. I don't know if that works for every saltwater glyph I play for the rest of the game or not. I've been meaning to try that. It mold 6, which is relevant. He didn't like brainstorm on the stack. We did not see a brainstorm game 1, and I'm actually very surprised we didn't see a treasure cruise with all the deck manipulation that he played. So I'll preordain, look for a removal spell, and if he counters it, I will just play another saltwater glyphs. I will bottom both of these. This could be pretty bad. So it doesn't work. I don't get a yield to all of them. Because now he gets to play, like, pretty much protect the queen. Just not worry about... Ooh, quicksand's pretty good. Not worry about pretty much anything. This probably should have been a mold of 5, but I have seen worse, so... Jesus. We're gonna shuffle this away. This is insane. I've literally never drawn this many lands before, but that's alright. We are not out of the game yet. My opponent keeps whiffing on his Delvers, which is helping us out a lot. So they do play a bunch of X1s. So like Trickery isn't terrible against them, but it's definitely not great against them. Innocence. So now he's going to flip his Delver for sure and hit me for 5. Got approximately 4 turns. The problem is do we kill the Ninja or do we kill Delver? Delver is threatening more damage. The card draw is really good for him, but I think we need to just cut our losses and try to preserve our life total and know that if we do slow him down and make him slip up, that we will have the inevitability. He'll probably exclude this. That's what he kept the 3 up for, yes. It's fine because I am just looking for ways to fill up my yard. Because if I draw a Treasure Cruise, and for some weird reason he doesn't have a counterspell, then we're in great shape. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we lose this game. But I don't feel right just straight up quitting. Does it have Hydro Blast? Also. So yeah, opponent 7 cards in hand. Gonna be threatening a 2-turn clock, maybe. Yeah, 2-turn clock. Technically, I could just kill him next turn if he taps out for some reason. You know, you could like Ponder, Preordain, Treasure Cruise into like the perfect cards, just go off and kill him. But that's not gonna happen. I am going to lose this game. So that's 6-9. And he has a counter spell. So yeah, that's game. Kinda got screwed there, but it's alright. We didn't lose the match. And even if I go 4-1, or 5-1, technically, I will feel confident with the deck still, and you know, you guys have seen it, tried, tested against multiple matchups, and how strong it can be. I do now feel more confident about my Elves matchup. I got my buddy to test against me a little bit, and I'm feeling pretty good about that now, and this is awesome, honestly. Use Ponder first. That's exactly what we wanted to see pretty much on top of our deck too, so nope. Having one red source is kind of a problem, so I might scry the Kiln Fiend to the bottom next turn and start looking for an additional red mana. Because essentially, I think I'm the control deck in this matchup, seeing as I have more removal. My opponent has a lot of disruption, so he's definitely more of the control-y deck, I could see. I don't want to get blown out by a Daze, because that'd be pretty backbreaking. I think I want more instants and sorceries. I don't think I need either of these cards right now. So I think I'll bottom. I think I'm looking more for the land drops, because I do have spells interact. And you know, kill his guy. Seems pretty good. He hasn't played Treasure Cruise against me, so I don't know if he's actually playing it. My list that I actually have in my bag over there, since it plays Daze and a bunch of free spells, getting every little piece of inherent value that you can is huge. Awesome, we're kind of looking for both of these cards, so I'll do this. I will play a mountain, and I'll run out a Kiln Fiend. I'm sure my opponent won't do anything until he is assured that he has counter backup. And as of right now, he is just planning on using a counterspell or maybe a snap. If he tries to snap, I will Pyroblast in response, but it's alright. Spell Stutter Sprite, okay. Do I get priority again? That's interesting. The way it was explained to me is that the stack works in a way that after a player plays a spell, both players must decline priority in order for you to pass through a phase. I guess technically whenever I clicked OK, it might have had its effect on the stack. I'm not really sure. Do I care about taking the damage? I don't. We'll see if he ninjutsus. Could have put another Spell Stutter Sprite there, which would have been great. But I would have had the Pyroblast for it. And we would just counter this. So then my opponent takes 7. And one more turn, and I can Treasure Cruise, which would be nice. So now I am actually in the position to be more of the aggro role. And that card's pretty good against me. Equipping Bone Splitter. Untapped Red Source, because I can kill him this turn. None of these are untapped red sources. However, these Flame Slashes are pretty hot. Yeah. Okay. This will be pretty big, or pretty nice if he has a Daze. Untapped red source assures me game. I should actually have not done that. But I'm only playing around Daze anyway, so it's fine. Alright, so as you can see, the big factor in this matchup is whether your opponent has Daze or not. You should play around it pretty easily. Being a turn slow doesn't really affect it. But as you can see, initially during this game, I assigned myself the control role because I had all the removal, and my opponent had a lot of permission disruption. I think I should have Lightning Bolted instead of Pyroblast, because if he does have Daze, I can counter it and get an extra trigger, or I can just blow this up, get an extra trigger. Then if your opponent has double Daze, you're really SOL. But in this case it worked out. I was only going to play around the 1 Daze since I couldn't beat the second Daze, and you know, I kind of switched from control to beatdown. I was like, alright, so I saw that he couldn't really deal or interact with my threat. So then I need to switch this. I assigned myself the aggro role, and then I went into beatdown. And the lighting in here is terrible right now, so I'm sorry about that. I don't think there's anything I can do. My blinds are turned down as low as they can. It's really bright. Anyways, I digress. So I assigned myself the control role early game, and then you can switch from control to aggro over the course of a game, just depending on how your cards play out. And the way mine played out, and the way I kind of sculpted it to be with all my deck manipulation effects, was that I became an aggro role because he was threat light, I was removal heavy, plus I had a creature that could threaten the game had he not had a daze. And even if my opponent did double daze me there, I still think I'm in a very good position. He shouldn't have tapped his quicksand for sure. But I mean, you know, it's all water under the bridge. We have to learn from our mistakes. I know if that happened to me, I would never tap out against a Kiln Fiend deck with a quicksand on board, because that's just kind of a silly thing. You know, there's no reason for him to equip the Bone Splitter. I think what he did was he thought he was the beatdown deck, so he misassigned his role, and as Michael J. Flores has stated before in one of his very famous articles, Who's the Beatdown? Misassignment of role equals game loss, and I think seeing that right now is definitely the biggest application of what you read about. So anyways, please comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what type of decks you want to see for next week. I won't be bringing you any content this weekend because I do plan on trying to hit up a few tournaments. I'm going to FNM tonight, and I think there's something in either Norman or Wichita, somewhere around the Oklahoma area. I think there was like a Super IQ or something. So please let me know, and thank you for watching and tuning in. Remember, misassignment of role equals game loss, and you can't be losing your games because everyone wants to win. Have a great day, guys.